Hey babe, time for another awkward talk. And only awkward because of the subject matter. So, in my video from, I don't know, 2, 3 weeks ago, where I was sharing pretty much the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me, I'm like, all right, cool. In that video, as you recall, I explained, like, you know what? This was the most embarrassing moment, but it showed me, you know what? I hit rock bottom, so it can't get any worse. And even if it can, it's okay. I'm determined to do the work necessary to overcome this, to heal from this, and to just become whole again, if you will. And yesterday, I pretty much went back to the way I was. I'm not cured, things aren't back to normal or as they should be, they're just back to the old normal, where I can perform, even though not to the capacity that I should technically, but it's still enough that I can get by and everyone's happy and it's not holding me back anymore. So in a way it's good because I'm back to that, but in another way, I don't know. I feel like, okay, cool. I'm no longer kind of like stuck at the bottom, but at the same time it's like it doesn't really change anything. I'm just back to where it was. And I don't know. That's why like yesterday I'm like, okay, I was super happy, everything was great and I had fun, everything, and now I'm just like, okay, what does it really change in the grand scheme of things? Nothing. Just like the procedure I had cost me $2,500 for absolutely nothing aside from realizing, all right, it's probably not a physical issue. It's probably something that's in my head, some sort of deeply ingrained belief somewhere deep within me. And I have to find it and dissolve it. I don't know. I really don't know what the solution to this is. Perhaps there isn't. I don't know. Maybe that's what I'm meant to do. Part of my life, my experience on this earth, may be to struggle with this issue for the rest of my life. I don't know. But I'm just glad that I'm no longer letting it stop me. And I'm also kind of glad that things are back to normal or, the old normal. And even though I didn't really feel like last time after it happened, I'm like, okay, I need to share this. This time I'm like, okay, I need to share it just because it's something that happened. But I didn't feel this urge inside, this need to share it just because it's like, okay, I can't hide this. And maybe that's interesting because I felt that urge when it was something really embarrassing, really bad, I guess, for myself, at least from my perspective. And this is something good. Yet for some reason, the urge to share isn't there. So maybe that's something I should explore. Maybe the fact that I'm more willing to share something that's embarrassing, something that's bad and negative, than I am to share something that's good, positive. Maybe that's something I should look at. I don't know. Also, I'm realizing that I don't know if I should switch the format because so far I've just been pretty much sharing whatever comes up whenever it comes up, whatever I feel something is worth sharing. And I'm wondering if that's the proper format. I'm wondering maybe I should use this more as a diary and at the end of every day, just take a moment, 5, 10 minutes at the end of every day, just to record a video, just to share, like, hey, this is what I went through today. Even if it's a 30-second video, even if nothing really happened that day. I feel like that might be a better format, but at the same time, I'm wondering because, like, I've tried doing those sorts of video journaling in the past, and it always became a chore. So I don't think I should go that exact route, but I feel like, I don't know, maybe shifting how I do this a bit. I don't know. It's just something that I've been thinking about in the background, so I wanted to share that. Yeah, I don't really think there's much to share aside from the fact that the trip that I was planning with the girl from yesterday, of course, I was supposed to arrive on Monday, but because of the whole, strike and roadblocks and everything, I arrived super late. So we ended up seeing each other yesterday and spending the day together. And the thing is, she was feeling a little sick. So she's like, oh, it might be best if we wait a bit. Plus, her friend booked a trip to El Salvador to go climb a volcano for her on Sunday. So the thing is, if we left now as planned, then we would be kind of rushed to come back for Sunday. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just stay in the city until then. We can see each other, get to know each other, spend some time together, and then potentially go on the volcano trip together. She invited me. I reached out to the people, waiting for a response. I don't know if there's still space, so we'll see. But at the moment, the plan is on Monday to leave. So now we're Wednesday, so a little less than a week. So yeah, I think I'm going to spend the week here. I mean, I'm definitely going to spend the week here because I rented an Airbnb. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Um, because I knew I was going to meet someone, I'm like, okay, instead of sleeping in a dorm room, let's book a private room. So I booked a private room for 2 nights, and that's where we were yesterday. But then I don't know, the place wasn't great because even though I booked for a room, they're like, oh, if you want to have company over, you have to pay for a second person. So I'm like, well, then what's the point? At that price, might as well just book a hotel room. So I looked around and I found one. Well, it's not really a hotel, it's an Airbnb, but it's really nice. In fact, I'll try to show you around. Not sure how good the lighting's gonna be, but it's pretty big with high ceilings and everything. Huge bed, a TV and desk on this side, and a garden out there that you can kind of make out through the window. So it's not super fancy, but it's really nice to be able to have my privacy and to be just able to relax. Like it's super quiet. I haven't seen anyone else since I got here like an hour ago. And yeah, it's just going to be nice to be able to be here. And, I'm assuming I'm going to be spending more alone time with the girl. So, by the way, if ever you end up being her, I apologize for calling you the girl. It's just at this moment, I don't know. We're still getting to know each other and everything, and we get along. It's just, in all honesty, I don't think it's gonna lead to something serious. Like we're still gonna go on a trip together. We're still gonna have fun, get to know each other, and everything. But given who she is, I don't really see anything serious long term coming out of that. But I could be wrong. I don't know. So if it's you, I apologize. So yeah, I think that's about all there is to share. I thought this would be like a 2-3 minute video. Turns out it's 7 minutes, 16 seconds at the moment. So I think I'm gonna end things here, but just wanted to share what's going on in my life. Share this good news, even though for some reason I don't feel super excited or optimistic or happy about it, but it's just part of life, I guess, part of the journey. So yeah, that's all I had to share for now. Check back in later. Bye.